Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hollis with SPS back in the building over at Portage Northern High School, home of the Huskies. I'm in the igloo. I'm sitting down with Gregory Patrick. Your reputation travels. I hear that just about every college in the country knows about you. Want to get you to come hang out with them. And what is it like being such a big recruit in football? That is.
It's a pretty cool honor. It's a testament to the hard work that I put in. But I think it's important that you also don't consume yourself with it. You don't let it like become who you are necessarily. It's just something that you just do. I mean, it's not a job, but it's an occupation, because I think if you pay too much attention to it, you let yourself get too into it. You can go on some, you're going to go on some pretty low lows and some pretty high highs. So I think it's important that you kind of disassociate a little bit from it and just live a normal life. I think recruiting now has become too much of a between early enrolling and NIL, it's become a little bit too much of a you dive too much into it as a high school kid, and at our age you're not able to make I don't make it sound bad, but you're able to make good decisions for yourself. But I think sometimes when money gets involved and other stuff like that gets involved, that's when your thought becomes a little bit more cloudy and not as clear.
Sure, I get that. And it sounds like, and I'm putting my sports psychology hat on, you're trying not to lose your identity over that. What's your spec, size, and weight right now? I'm just curious.
So I'm about 275, 280, and about 6'5".
Yeah, you are. Yeah, that's great. And Coach shared with me that you made a conscious decision to be available to play basketball this season. What made you come to that conclusion instead of spinning around the country and seeing all these other opportunities for football?
I think that just goes back to what I said earlier about being a normal high school kid with it too. Like, you want to do everything you do. I also play baseball in the spring, so I'm a 3-sport athlete.
What position you play in baseball?
Pitcher, first base mostly.
Wow, you're not your typical prototype pitcher, huh?
No. But yeah, I think it's just like being a normal high school kid. Like, some of my closest friends are here playing, and they play baseball too. So I think it's just kind of disassociating yourself, not becoming yourself too wrapped up in recruiting. You just kind of having fun.
That's a great attitude. Let's talk about basketball a little bit more, because that's what we're here about. Describe your game. How do you use your size and your IQ and all that stuff when you're out here playing?
I'm blessed to have Q and Amari and some other great teammates that can score. So I'm mostly just doing stuff that able to help them score. I would say setting a lot of good screens, rebounding.
I bet. Hey, a lot of good walls you put up there. Huh?
Yep. So just doing that for those guys. I'm not going to fill the stat sheet by any means. Maybe in rebounds, but that's about it.
Well, you did make a contribution. Talk about what that means from a team standpoint. That it's not about you being a man, but it's about contributing. What does that mean?
That's just good. Playing your role as a team, because I think that also goes back to the O-line kind of mentality. Like, you're never going to fill up a stat sheet ever. You're never going to get that. So I think it's kind of doing the dirty work. Guys like them kind of thrive off of it.
Yeah, you help them out. Well, that's greght, man. Yep. You got a whole another year. What do you want to get out of this year, and what do you want to get out of next year?
Out of this year, I think, as a team, we can go really far. We got the guys to do it. So just, from a leadership perspective, leading the team, making sure practices are good, really competitive. So just making sure, the culture is really good, and a lot of us are juniors. So I think, next 2 years we definitely have a good crack at it. And, I think that, does come down to leadership as a team, and, making sure that's a good part, a strong part of our team.
That's a great thing. Before we let you go, any special shout-outs you want to give?
Just Coach White. He's you never get too high on yourself with him. He's always keeping you there.
He help keep you down, keep you right.
Yeah. And he's also a great guy to talk to just about anything in life. He's gonna be tough on you, but I think he's just a good person to talk about, good person for advice.
That's good. It's great that he's here to support you guys. You did a great job, man. It's been a pleasure meeting you. I want to wish you the best. Okay. With that being said, guys, this is Lindsey Hollis with SPS, and we'll see you next time. Peace. Ready to take flight. Gotta go up. Hustle.